What's going on, everyone? Today we're continuing on with the Universal Monster Classics collection and the next one in the Dracula series. So today we're going to be talking about Son of Dracula. It was released by Universal November 5th, 1943. It was written by Eric Taylor, produced by Ford Beebe, and directed by Robert Sidomac. It was also done films like The Killers, Crisscross, Phantom Lady, and The Spiral Staircase, to name a few films. Son of Dracula. So, Count Alucard, the son of Dracula, rises from his grave in a swamp out of his tomb and comes back to life and tries to hunt down his lover, who he tries to subdue and basically get her to be his bride after death. And a vampire like him. And this is quite the love story. It's it's quite the love. This is one of the first vampire films where it takes the love angle very more prominently than in the other ones and the other vampire films and stuff. And where Son of Dracula, Count Alucard, is actually pursuing his love throughout the film, and it's you're watching a vampire basically who needs to find love, but also needs to drink blood and stuff. And so as he's going after his lover, he takes out some of their friends and family and stuff like that, and no one knows who it is. And it's up to the love interest to put the things together. And then once she realizes who he is, she has to basically fend them off. This is the first Dracula film where or maybe second one, where Bela Lugosi didn't play Dracula. It was played by Lon Chaney Jr., I think, or someone like that. Someone else, and who still does a good job and has a creepy image, just not the iconic Bela Lugosi look. But it's still really well put together. This one has some good human to bat transformation scenes. There's a lot of good ones in this one. It's cool going back and looking at old films and how they possibly did it and stuff. Even nowadays, even watching high def, it looks really good for the time. And it's not like just a quick cut where you see the Dracula and then you see a random rubber bat. This one, it actually shows it compress a bit into a smudge, and then there's a bat there. It's pretty neat. And I love the setting of this film and all the sets and stuff, and it was really well shot, so cinematography is really good. The acting is pretty good in it too, and overall it's a decent sequel for a vampire film. I think it's a little bit better than Dracula's Daughter. This one, it does basically rehash pretty much the same stuff as Dracula, but done with his son. But it tends to do the love interest thing a little bit more than just a vampire running around trying to get blood. He has a purpose why he has to get her before the sunlight and stuff like that. It's still a fun little vampire film. Nothing too new, but at the time, this was definitely a new angle for a vampire flick, where nowadays this is basically the standard of the way vampire films are made. So this one definitely, it's obviously not as good as Dracula, but still, it is definitely one of the better sequels, I find. Because the next few are mashups later on down the road, which I'm probably gonna review them anyways. But where it gets a little even more messy. So this one is the last solid, good vampire film, and definitely an amusing one. I wouldn't say it's scary. It does have some odd, creepy moments in it, but overall, it's still a fun time, and definitely one of the more fun vampire films out there. So check it out if you haven't seen it. There's a trailer link down below, like always, if you want to check it out, see what I'm talking about. Also, I'm going to give Son of Dracula a 4 out of 5. It is pretty good. Some of the pacing's a little off, and I just can't come to giving it a 4.5 or a 5. So I think 4 is a good number to put it at. So that seems to be a fair rating for me. So yeah. But yeah, also make sure while down below checking out the trailer, make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. That's where I post clips of films and review in the future. All my stories, you have the film title hashtag, the subject on the film and the hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also down there is my Letterbox at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the film. So follow me on one of those two films to stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people, whoever. Comment your opinions of the film down below. And if you have a favorite Universal monster film from like the golden age of the Universal monster classics, let me know down below what it is. And, yeah, because I'm curious to see what other people think of these movies and stuff. And if you have any other films or franchises in any genre, you want to hear my opinions on, I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. If I can find them, just comment them down below. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, because we want something weird, obscure, and odd together, or so you can hear my opinions on popular films as well. And make sure you ring that bell, because well, we'll be diving into House of Dracula, the first mashup where you take Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and put them all together in the house, pretty much. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at that in the next review. So make sure the first ever crossover of monsters and any film in general, basically, we'll be dissecting that in the next review. But yeah, but so far Son of Dracula was better than I was expecting, and it is one of the better old school vampire films next to Dracula, and it's a little bit better than Dracula's Daughter. So yeah, but watch out for all those creepy guys sucking people's blood out there, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review, which will probably be House of Dracula. So until then, cheers.